Hey everybody, this is Energy of Ocean, and I'm doing my free tarot event. And how I start off with my tarot event, I always pray and I meditate to higher power, the highest white light, my spirit guides and ancestors of the highest white light of the universe before I even start my readings. And I've already prayed and meditated. During my free live events, you can always ask one question. It don't matter if it's about your love life, finances, career change, or just in general, something you need to know. And during these events, I do a one question, and I pull cards like tarot cards or some of my personal oracle cards to answer your specific question. And in my free events, I do accept donations if you're interested. It's not required, but you know, if higher power or the highest white light or your spirit guides and ancestors or God, because you know, higher power, the highest white light of the universe is nothing but the same entity is God. You know, some people choose to call him God. I call him higher power, the highest white light. So if higher power, the highest white light decides to put that on your heart and your mind to donate to the cause of my channel and for my free events, by all means, you can cash out me at Energy of Oshun or cash out me at Lex the Lyric Slayer, and I do accept PayPal, Lex I Slay merch. Let me show you my little sign. And if you want a personal reading from October, November, and December, I'm running a personal reading where you can get it's like 5 or 6 questions answered for $33. And you know, you can make it personal if you got any concerns or questions about an individual in your life or job related, finance related. You want to make it personal, by all means, reach out to me and catch that special that I'm running for $33. And if you want a personal reading, by all means, email me at energyofocean333@gmail. And if you want to just make a donation, Energy of Ocean on my Cash App, or Lex the Lyric Slayer on my Cash App, or PayPal, Lex I Slay merch. And you know, if you don't want to ask a question in this reading and you literally just want to get on here and you know, talk about different things, I'm always open. Like, let me start off by saying that this is my true calling in life. I do this to help people and to give back to the general public and to my community. This is my way of giving back and serving my purpose. I'm good at many things like making music, driving trucks, but my spiritual cause and my spiritual business is my #1 purpose on what I do in life. So if you're interested in getting you a personal reading, reach out to me. Or if you just want to chat, talk with me, or if you want to be interested in my music, hey, by all means, I'm on all social media platforms under Lex the Lyric Slayer and Energy of Ocean. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. And I'm on all music platforms as well. So until I get someone to tune in, I'm going to just pull some messages from Spirit and get some message advice and go from there. My free events usually last an hour if I get people to tune in, and if not, I just pull some messages from Spirit and get spiritual advice, and shoot, I get on off here, because like I said, I do this to give back. I feel like with my gift, I don't always need to charge for my gift, so you know, this is why I do these free events. I'm going to do Instagram free tarot event on October the 19th. So if you're interested in catching me on Instagram, I'll be on Instagram on October the 19th on my page, Energy of Ocean. I try my best to do these free events across all social media platforms so everyone can participate, because I understand sometimes everyone don't want to do a personal reading and you just want to do one question. I'm not going to charge for one question during my free events, because this is my way of giving back and just, you know, networking and reaching out, meeting people, socializing, getting to know and talking about real life events and real life things that go on in all of our lives, because you know, life be life and sometimes. And shoot, I ain't ashamed to get on here and talk about what I go through. So don't you be ashamed to get on here and ask questions or talk about what you go through. This is a healthy space where my Star Family Connection group can come together and we all heal together and just be a soul family and tribe if we can. So I'm going to start with some spiritual advice. High power, the highest white light, spirit guides and ancestors of the highest white light of the universe. What spiritual advice would you like for me to give to the general public at the present moment? Okay. So what came out is you're given a chance to do something over. What will you do differently? So with this advice, just sit down and think about if you've been going a certain way in your life and you want a brand new start, a new chance to do something over, what would you do different to have a better outcome? And then once you had a chance to analyze that and think on that, if you truly want a new chance and a new direction in your life, then you need to act on it. Don't just keep it a thought. Like sit down, analyze, plan out how you want to make a change and a move, and then take actions to pursue the change and manifest it into your life. Like, don't leave it an afterthought of if I could have did this and if I would have did that and I should have did this and I should have did that. Start with a brand new day. Don't worry about what happened yesterday, the day before that, or the past. When you wake up in the morning, that's a new chance to try a different thing and to create a change into your life. So if you could do things different, what would it be? And then after you figure out what would it be, make that change. The next card that came out is external forces are influencing you. Pay attention to whatever fulfills you and brings in your happiness, and understand that happiness don't require permission. So if you got things going on in the background that's keeping you from your happiness in life, my Star Family group, then you need to figure out how can you remove yourself from these people, places, and things to go after what makes you happy. And even if that's you holding yourself back from your own happiness, ask yourself, why do you self-sabotage? And figure out how to break that toxic pattern within you so you can stop holding yourself back, so you can go after what makes you happy, and understand that you don't need permission to go after what makes you happy in life. Just make the necessary changes, even if that's you having to make changes within yourself and in your environment, or with different people, or with your job, or if you got to change relationships, whatever you got to do to bring in that happiness. Be the change. Create the change that you want to see in your life. Be the change that you want to see. My Star Family. High power, the highest white light of the universe. Spirit guides and ancestors of the highest white light of the universe. Can I get some more spiritual messages, or what would you like for the general public to know at the present moment? Okay. What came out for you is trust your intuition in this situation. What you are sensing is spot on. So deep down, if you feel a certain way about a person, place, or thing, even if you feel like you chose the wrong in the past and you feel like you need to change and go in a different direction, trust your intuition. Trust where it's leading you to. If you feel like you're with the wrong person, you never end too deep where you can't make a change. If you feel like you chose the wrong job and you've been there for years, it's never too late to create a change. If you feel like you moved into the wrong house and you stuck in a lease, it's never too late to figure out how can you get out that lease, or can you pay the lease off early to move into a better neighborhood. If you just feel like you're in the wrong environment, around the wrong friends, family members even, you're not forced to be around them people unless you want to. Make the change to get rid of these toxic people and bring in better people that will take you to higher places in life and put you in a better energy, and just bring around better habits and teach you things and help you to grow in life mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Trust whatever your intuition is telling you right now, because it's the truth right now. And if you avoid it or be like, oh, well, maybe I'm tripping, that's when you already neglecting your own intuition, because your intuition ain't nothing but high power, aka God, trying to talk to you and tell you the right moves to make. And if you ignore it or operate out of fear, then you kind of self-sabotaging, and you can only blame yourself for not having your happiness in your life. whether you taking it away from yourself or allowing other people to take it from you. Make the tough decisions and make the tough changes in your life to go about getting the things, people, places that you need to bring in your happiness. So I'm going to pull some angel numbers. These are some homemade oracle cards that I hand make. By the way, if you are a tarot reader like me and you're interested in purchasing some, by all means reach out to me, email me or DM me. Or if you're not a tarot reader like me watching this live and you just want to buy some angel number cards to pull for yourself, family members and friends, by all means reach out to me. I will hand make them. Just give me a week to make the order and ship it out to you, and I do charge for shipping. High power, the highest way, light, spirit, yes. Okay, well, that popped out immediately. So the angel number that came out for you is angel number 4949. And it says, it is time to begin your personal and spiritual growth evolution. This will lead to discovery of your true self and help you to build solid foundations for growth in your life for continuous progress. So right now you're in a time in your life where you are evolving. And you may be outgrowing people, places, and things. You may be outgrowing toxic, low vibrational habits within yourself. And what I mean by that, maybe back in the day you needed a lot of options. Like, let's say you like to date multiple women and men and it was fun to you. You may be getting to the point in your life where you want to narrow it down to one woman, one man, and choose a real serious partner to grow with. And maybe you still hanging around friends and family members that's used to the old you and still want you to be out there in the streets clubbing all night with different women and men. You may have to change your inner circle to be able to attract a more loyal woman or man in your life instead of all these options. Because who you surround yourself with helps influence how you think and how you feel on people, places, and things. So if you got yourself surrounded by a bunch of negative, toxic people who tell you all the wrong things and telling you to do the wrong things, you're going to keep attracting the wrong things. You may have to change your inner circle. Or if you're in a job, you may be outgrowing that job. And that's okay. You might have got to the point you done learned all you can learn from this job. And you ready to progress as far as moving up in positions or just change jobs, career altogether. Don't be afraid of change, because change is going to happen regardless. It don't matter. You can't avoid change. Either be ahead of the curve or get swept away with the current is how I look at change. And what I mean by that is you can either create a positive change or not make a move at all. And either way, decisions and changes are going to get made for you. So you rather be in control of the changes that you make versus you just at the cost of fate, however life got, because you won't make a decision. Either way, decisions going to get made. So make sure you make the best decisions that's going to be in your best interest and bring out the best outcomes in your life to help you evolve and grow. The next card that came out is angel number 111. And it says, you need to only think good, positive thoughts and be optimistic in your life right now. By doing so, will bring tranquility, love, happiness to your life. This number gives inspiration, encouragement, and a sign of new beginnings. And I'm going to pull one more angel number and see if I'm going to get somebody to join. High power, the highest light, spirit got, okay. Well, two more came out. Two more. The angel number that came out is angel number 4242. And it says, you need to learn how to value your worth beyond material desires. Even though money is needed for growth, you need to see beyond it. Being brave in life will only open many doors for you if you can see beyond the negativity and just remain positive. So With this particular card, I'm going to try to break it down furthermore. Your value start within you way before what you put on to make you feel valuable. Way before you surround yourself with fancy cars and job titles and the type of woman or man that you think make you look good and bring attention to you. You should value yourself first, and then you'll know how to value and appreciate things outside of yourself. If you value yourself inwardly, then the things on the outside won't make you feel accomplished. You will already feel accomplished way before you get those things. Is what this particular angel number means to me. And the last angel number that came out is angel number 151. After a long period of hardship and struggles in your life, the universe will reward you for evolving strong from the struggles in life. Your spirit guides are proud of your progress, and your efforts will have a good effect on your life. In other words, with this particular angel card, if you've been living your life right, treating people how you want to be treated, and working hard for what you want without trying to get over and manipulating and do cruel things to people to get it in a fast, quick way, your efforts will turn out in your best interest. And even if you had to go through struggles in life, it's going to be worth it because you had to take baby steps to get to where you want to be at in life. So if you've been running across the wrong relationships or the wrong jobs, and you just felt like you were given the right opportunities in life, don't give up so fast. Don't be in a pessimistic attitude. Just keep going forward. Keep taking those baby steps that you need to take in life. Keep following your intuition. And loosen your grip on trying to control every little ticky thing in life. Because sometimes, I call it the sweet spot. Everything you need come through in the sweet spots when you stop trying to control everything. Sometimes, if a relationship ended in your life, it was meant to. And when one began, it was meant to. If you lose a job, it was meant. And if you gain a new one, right after, it was meant. Everything was meant to happen that way. If you stop being friends with a friend you know since second grade and y'all grown, you outgrew them, guess what? It was a part of your path. It was meant to happen that way. Or somebody may outgrew you and left you. Believe me, it was meant that way. Or if you was a good person to someone and they didn't value you and you had to leave them for them to value you, it was meant that way. Just forgive the person that could not value you and move on with your life. Regardless whether you got an apology from it or not. Because sometimes you ain't going to always get an apology. You just got to apologize to yourself, you know, for missing red flags or whatever you didn't notice about that person before they traded on you. Forgive yourself, move on, and continue to attract people in your life that will value you. Because you don't have to deal with people who can't see your worth. It's not their job to see your worth. It's up to you to see your own worth. And if a person outside of you cannot value the same worth that you see in yourself, you just got to pack it up and move on and just pray for them and keep it moving. And only accept people in your life that see your worth just like you do. So it all depends on how you see your worth. Because if you don't have none, people not going to have nothing to value. And I'm going to just leave it on that note when it comes to angel number 151. So I haven't done a free live event in a while. So, you know, for the ones who have missed this live event, because, you know, I haven't done one in a while, you can rewatch this video and get some information from it, or get some advice, or just good uplifting positive energy. And if you missed this one, make sure you tune in to my live that I'm having on October the 19th. And let me see, I'm going to do that one at 4 p.m. instead of 6. Since that live is going to be on a Sunday, I'm going to do that one at like 4 p.m. So make sure you tune into that one on Instagram, 4 p.m. Central Time, if you missed this one. Because I would like for everyone to have a chance to participate, even if it ain't nothing but just, you know, have a conversation and getting good vibes out of it. So I'm not going to stay long on this one because I haven't had that many to tune into this live. So when I don't get a lot of people to tune into the live, I end it a little bit before an hour. But if I have people that tune in, I make sure I do my free events for an hour. And by all means, you know, if you want to donate so I can continue doing my free lives and getting materials and different things to update my oracle cards that I hand make and buy supplies, by all means, donate. I don't care if it's $2, $3, $1, $10, $20, anything. I will be thankful and grateful for. So I'm going to end your live with some tarot cards. High power of the highest white light, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest white light of the universe. Can I get a tarot card to end this live? Okay. The world. What came out is the tarot card, the world. And it says, I celebrate life and welcome new energy. So, for the month of October and November, open yourself up to new opportunities and welcome new energy into your life. And welcome new people into your life even. Welcome new opportunities when it comes to people, places, jobs, environments. And that's how you will be able to manifest your blessing, by being in a positive energy, opening up your chakras as far as your crown chakra, your heart chakra. And what I mean by heart chakra, you got to be in a loving energy and open to receiving and giving to be able to attract good things in your life. And what I mean by your crown chakra, logically think about the things that you want to have in your life and call it into your life as far as taking action to bring these new beginnings into your life and this new energy and new people, places, and things into your life. And be thankful for what attracts into your life. But you have to be in an open energy, a receiving energy, to be able to attract new and positive people, places, and things to your life. If you closed off because you unhealed, or you be like, oh, well, the last man hurt me, and the last woman hurt me, or the last job didn't know my worth, so I'm just not going to date no more. I'm not going to try to be in a relationship or a marriage no more. I'm not going to even try to fill out the application for that higher position because I'm not going to get it anyway. Guess what? You just manifested it into your life. You right. You won't get it. That's what I mean by you got to heal your heart chakra. Open up your heart to receive, to be able to give. Because nobody going to want to come into your life and they got to pay for people, places, things that cause you hurt that they did not inflict onto you. So you got to heal it to be able to attract good people, places, things to your life. Even down to just regular friendships is not romantic. If you want a friend in your life, you can't be a nasty energy like, everybody messed up. Ain't nobody good out here. Everybody wishy-washy fake. You just not gonna get it. You just not gonna get it because ain't nobody gonna want to try to fix a glass vase that's already broken. What I mean by that, no matter how much you try to super glue glass vase back up, it's gonna always have deep cracks in it and never be the same again. You gotta learn how to fix it yourself. Throw away the vase and start all over with a brand new vase if that's what you gotta do. But with that being said, I'm gonna end this reading. Peace, love, and light for your girl, Energy of Ocean. Check out my work. Donate if you can.